Hello, beautiful beings. My name is Azrael, and I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee today. And I am hello, beautiful beings. My name is Azrael, and I'm coming to you live today from Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm just so grateful to be here with you all today. I look forward to this time, right? This time to be an open receptacle for spirit, an opportunity to really allow what wants to come through to be shared and to really open into a space of higher awareness and higher being. And this is what I wanted to share with you today. I'm just noticing there's something on my screen that says my frame rate is too low, but I really don't know how to change that. So we're just going to continue. I hope you're all able to see me and to receive this. So yeah, um, finding center, right, is something we've talked about before. Finding center and coming into a space where we can be steady and at peace within the chaos and the reflectivity of all that is right now. And one of the ways that I have found that is really helpful for me to do that is to come into a deeper space of connection and trust, right? A deeper space of connection and trust with the divine, with the plan of life that is unfolding through me, and with the plan of life that is moving through the collective at this time. And one of the ways to do that is to really be in deeper attunement and alignment with our higher self and the higher wisdom, right? That wants to come through at this time, right here and right now. And so what I thought I'd share with you today are some ways to do that, some ways to connect with these higher energies, right? And so when I'm talking about higher energies, first and foremost, I'm talking about the higher energies that are really like our soul connection or that space of our true consciousness, our own unique vibration that wants to move through us at this time, sort of like this body, this life, what we incarnated for, and why did we incarnate, right? Um, I don't think it's about knowing our purpose, right? So many of us get hung up on what's my purpose, or I need to know my purpose. And I don't feel that that's what I'm sharing today, because our purpose is each breath, each movement in this space, right? It's not about what we do or how we serve, or yes, it's how we show up, but it's how we show up in every moment. It's more about what did we incarnate for in the sense of what is the higher wisdom that's streaming through us at this time, and how do we trust in the path that is unfolding for us at this time? How do we come into that space? One of my spiritual teachers like calls it like grokking, where we grok, right? The sense we know it on such a deep level, like, yeah, life is crazy right now, and I know this is where I'm supposed to be. So that's the number one thing I sort of like to explore today is this sense of how do we come into deeper connection and deeper alignment with spirit. At the same time, um, you can also use these tools and these techniques in other ways. By other ways, what do I mean? Connecting with angels and guides, connecting with elementals and plant spirits, connecting with ancestors, connecting with perhaps those that you're wanting to connect with that are here on this planet in a different body, in a different space that you can't be with at this time, or those who have passed on. So this is a way to open up into higher intuition development. It's a way to connect in a more profound way, perhaps with the unseen energies of this world. But I would invite you first and foremost to allow it to be an opportunity to cultivate within yourself, to cultivate and open to a deeper connection with your soul, with its path, and this experience that you have here on earth. Because the more that we're open and aware to the bigger picture, the more that you're open and aware to life, right? Like beyond the veils, the more that we can anchor in this new earth and this new vibration, and the more that we can be in peace with whatever life throws with us. And it's not always about being at peace, right? Like I'm not an emotional bypasser type person. Feel the emotions, allow it to move, learn from them, learn from the mistakes, the patterns. But if we can be in a deeper awareness and a deeper sense of knowing as we're moving through it, then what a gift is that? What kind of gift is that? It's beyond what we could ever even imagine. So how do we do this? How do we come into deeper trust? There's quite a few tools. I'm gonna share a couple short ones today, but first, the most important thing is for us to be receptive. It's for us to get out of the way. It's to stop trying to figure it out or stop trying to see. You know, a lot of times when we're trying to open to seeing auras or chakras or our angels and guides, we're all up here, right? And it's not here where it's going to come from. It's actually, yeah, not from the frontal lobes of the brain at all. It's when we step back. It's where we soften. It's where we come to center. And in that space of center where we say, okay, I'm going to allow myself to be open to the gifts, to be open to these spaces um, of receptivity, right? That's what it's all about, open to receiving. And so that's one of the first questions I would invite you to just reflect on is where are you not so open? Where do you try and where are you controlling or trying to figure it out? And what would it be like if you could just soften or come back into the space of yourself? What would that be like and what would that feel like? And so let's even just start with that now. Just start by taking a breath, sighing out, shaking it out a little bit if you want. And notice if you're up in the front of your body, even if you're in your beautiful heart space. And what would it be like to step back a little bit? What would it be like to even go into the back of your body and feel everything that's in front of you? And notice how this shifts things already, just stepping back, softening back, bringing awareness out from out front, out from this space, and going, oh, yeah, there's so much more. I'm a radiant being, and there's so much more than what's in front of me. Okay. So, what if we could allow ourselves to be a channel for the energy to come through and flow through? And how can we be more receptive in our day? So it could start by just slowing down, doing the magnificent pause, softening into your back body. It'd be that simple. Meditation, right? Meditation is a key way to be more receptive. Guided meditation, silent meditation, even breath meditation, mantra meditation. And then if you're doing something that's more focused, like a mantra meditation or even breath meditation, after 10, 15 minutes, a couple minutes of silence, just being open, allowing life to start to flow in. A daily meditation practice of even 10 minutes shifts us from the doing, shifts us from the left side linear thinking, and opens us into a place of softening. Okay? So let's bring our tongue to the roof of our mouth, the center of the top of the palate, and you're going to notice a little indentation place. Just put the tongue there for a moment. Maybe close your eyes. Mhm. Take a couple breaths. Invite yourself to drop some roots down through your sacrum, all the way down into the earth. This tongue position is called the wood tongue position. And what it does, it stimulates the space within our energy system that makes us more open to divine source. So even just doing this, closing the eyes, bringing the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, the center of the mouth, starts to prime us to be able to receive more. So we're going to just sit there like that without doing anything for maybe about 30 seconds more. And notice that it's hard sometimes to overthink with your tongue like this, other than maybe, oh, am I moving my tongue in the right spot? Now, if you want to add another step, I'm going to invite you to imagine from the center of this place where your tongue is, a beautiful flame of light. The flame is the perfect temperature, and it's moving up from this tongue point all the way through the center of your head. It might be gold, it might be a light blue, it might be any color that you choose. Allow yourself to gently soften your inner gaze around the flame and give yourself permission to just feel the space. If you lose the flame, just come back to it. And then let it go. Let your tongue go. Let the flame go. Turn your palms up and ask yourself to be open to receive. Ask yourself to receive the highest wisdom possible for you right now at this moment. A word, a symbol, a color. For some of you, you might get a sense of a feeling or a memory. What do you most need to know right now? What do you most need to know in this moment? And just be open to receiving. Mm. Don't worry if you didn't get anything. It's not about the magic bullet. It's not like about it coming forth in a huge, like, stream of light, right? Like, this is what you need to know on the movie screen, right? It's gentler at first and more subtle. And for some people, it's going to be very clear. It's going to be a seeing. For other people, it's going to be a knowing. There's just going to be a knowing, a sensation, or a felt feeling. For other people, they might smell something or hear something. It's different for everyone, and there is no right or wrong. So, how do we nourish this and how do we open to this so that we can trust, right? Like I talked so much at the beginning about how do we trust our wisdom and know. Well, some of it is through practice, daily practice of tuning in and listening, daily practice of asking to receive, asking for wisdom, and then being open to whatever may want to come through, whatever may unfold without an agenda or without needing anything to happen, right? It's not about like, I need this to happen. I need to know. Mhm. And then another thing is trusting, trusting the feeling, trusting the wisdom, trusting the space. It's sort of like tuning the radio, right? It's like most of us, right? Like we're not tuned into a clear connection with source. We've got all the other stuff coming through, all the other things coming our way, right? And so, in opening, just even through that simple practice we did with the tongue and the light, we are creating a space where that clear channel of light or that clear channel of energy can move through us. And I'm gonna share one more technique. This is one we will not practice today, but it's very, very powerful, and I encourage you to try it at home. Um, I used to share with my clients to like do it at night, before bed, and you can, but at these times when we're running on so much chaos, I would encourage you to try it during the day to give yourself 20 minutes to just lie down and do this. And this is a more of a connecting with angels and guides technique, but it's also again opening and honing that channel of receptivity so that we can be more connected to our own divine source and our own divine light, which is number one. And I call this an angel's nap. And in this, we take about 2 or 3 minutes and we just share gratitude. And we say those gratitudes out loud. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my emotions. I am grateful for the sun. I am grateful for the moon. I'm grateful for the earth. I'm grateful for this and that. And just starting by just speaking that gratitude, if you can feel it truly, even better. But as you speak it, you're going to notice that you get into this flow of beautiful gratitude, beautiful space, beautiful light, beautiful expansion. And after 2 or 3 minutes, you'll just stop and you'll lie down and you'll just take a moment at this time and just say, I ask my higher self, my guides, my angels, and any beings of the highest light who want to share with me to know that I'm ready and open to receive their wisdom. And then you lie down for 20 minutes, fall asleep, or go into a rest, work with your breathing. Don't worry if you don't feel anything. It's not about needing to feel it. It's again about setting the frequency and allowing yourself to soften into a space of receptivity. It's called an angel's nap. If you do it like 3 or 4 times a week for 3 or 4 weeks, I would be really curious to notice and to hear about how things might open or shift for you. Um, Very, very powerful. Um, yeah. So, very simple for today and yet very powerful. With these times, we're between the eclipses right now, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. Saturn is changing signs in the Vedic system really soon. I'm thankful for that, just where its placement is in my chart. And and it's a lot. And the more we can find peace, the more we can trust in our own path, even if we don't know what the hell is happening, the more we can anchor in that highest vibration of light on the earth. And we are the ones we have been waiting for. The time is now, and it's really up for us to make the choices and to stand clear in the truth of our being so that we may anchor in all the change that we'd like to see that is here already. So I thank you so much for sharing with me today. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I do apologize if there were video issues. And hopefully on the recording it won't be like that. But Mercury is in retrograde, and I just love you all so much. Namaste, and so many blessings. Bye.